It's the 97th episode of the Elite Cosplay Podcast. I'm Holly.
And I'm Kevin.
Yay! It is the day before we leave for Europe, so we are a little
Jumbled?
frazzled.
I like it. Frazzled and jumbled.
For jumbled. It is 3 weeks until our 100th episode, by the way, so...
Ish. Oh, we're going to do a Munich episode?
Yeah, I thought we decided that.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure.
because it's going to be so long, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to wrangle Rebecca. I'm going to wrangle a live stream. We'll do a live stream,
Okay.
100th episode.
Okay.
Just FYI for people.
That sounds good.
More information when it comes.
As we get closer.
Yeah,
Should we
times and such.
Do you people like Kyle? You can leave a comment. Kyle doesn't listen to these, so you can be honest with us.
We can also pull in somebody that doesn't live here too.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so...
Why don't we just have a big old party?
It's just a big old party. Everybody who wants to be on the podcast can be on the podcast.
And we can watch videos and play video games.
Oh, it's like a real party.
Yeah, like a real party.
Okay. Facebook changed their algorithm. Algorithm.
Is that what we're talking about today?
Algorithm a little bit this past week-ish. It's kind of been all over the place. So it's aimed at pages specifically,
Which we are.
yes, which a lot of you are that are listening as well. It's basically, I think it's called the Explore tab. Now,
Yeah.
Kevin, you're on your laptop. Can you go into your do you have that yet? Because it's only been pushed out to some people. I think actually only specific countries.
Explore tab?
Yeah, it might not be in the US yet. I know it was some of Europe a little bit.
I do not.
But basically, and this is just a light overview of this, is it's instead of on your timeline on Facebook, instead of you seeing people's pages post, so like if you like a cosplayer or if you like a makeup brand or something, it's not gonna show up on your timeline.
So
there
is Explore, which has been there forever.
Yeah, but now there's gonna be like a new
thing.
I think.
I have not seen it.
Was it always called Explore?
I don't know. They might have renamed it.
Yeah, maybe this is what it is. But it's basically gonna...
I'm a bad example because I don't follow any pages.
Oh, well, yeah. You follow us.
I follow us and any other businesses that I manage.
Oh, this is your pages, so this isn't right either. Anyway,
Okay.
sorry.
Okay.
So it's gonna not have pages show up on your timeline anymore. It's gonna be in its own tab. So if you follow, I'm just making this up, if you follow BuzzFeed isn't gonna show up unless they pay for it. If they pay for an ad, it'll show up on your timeline.
Right.
But if you want to look at BuzzFeed or something, you got to go to your Explore tab and look at all the pages that you like instead of it coming up organically, like it kind of has been. It's been obviously a rough subject,
Right, and
these
it has
past couple years.
Yeah, it has been a growing pain of us, or not a growing pain, but a continuing pain point for many people and Facebook, like the relationship between the two. Because, like you said, when we first started Elite Cosplay, it was always just content that was always pushed out. Like the pages were never separated, and then like slowly over the years, it's just been less and less and less pages
because they want to make money. Yeah,
and I get it.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's hard because it's like I get it from a business standpoint,
Right.
but I also hate it from a
Right. I mean, even Instagram, like when they rolled out the changes,
Yeah.
and then people were like, so bad, and then they're like, okay, fine, we're listening. We went back, and then now it's just back, and there's no going. They've restored it, and it's never gonna go back. So
yeah.
welcome to monetization. It's the problem is, I think, inconsistent pressure from external communities, like people, like the Instagram one is my example. Is like people freaked out when they rolled out the non-chronological timeline, and then Facebook listened, rolled it back, changed it back to the way it was before.
Yeah.
And then now they've gone back forward, and nobody complained the second time it went forward. Well, people did, but not at the volume that it did before.
Because it wasn't as shocking. It was like,
Right.
oh, we already experienced this. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll be chatting with Kevin, and I'll talk about someone maybe that I like their page or something,
Right.
or a business, and then I'll pause in the middle of me talking to Kevin, and I'll say like, I haven't seen a post from them. It makes me realize, like, I haven't seen a post from them in like
Yep.
months.
Yep.
And then I'll go and like I'll search their name and I still like them and everything and I'm still following them, but because there's some things on my Facebook that I don't actively click like on. There's a couple artists I don't click like on their stuff, and it's only because it pushes some of my things that I like posts and things, comments that I like onto my friends' pages. And I don't like that it does that. But as it's also hurting the
'Cause-
artist because I'm not liking their work
Right.
because I don't want it showing up on my friends' pages that I liked this thing.
Can you give me an example? Because right now all I'm picturing is like scat porn specific pages.
Okay, what the hell, Kevin?
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Because it's no, there's definitely like specialty interest things that I have that I'm like, if I click like on this page, it's gonna push weird. It's very
No,
specific.
it's like
content.
like sometimes it's like concept art or like cosplay related things. Not specifically like Sakimi-chan.
Mhm.
She'll do some risque stuff, and I'm like, I don't want my friends who don't understand like what this art style is and da 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 to be like, what the hell, because we did a shoot last week and these boys ran up to us and go, I love hentai, and then ran away.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people think what we do is they just call it hentai and they think it's sex and and sure, a subsect of it is, but
Right.
it's just like, it's an overly complicated thing that goes on in my brain every time I see something like that. But anyways,
Right.
I mean, we have slowed down our Facebook usage a crap ton this past year. I very rarely use it. I use Instagram and Twitter way more. Yeah, pretty much exclusively now, which sucks because we have the most quote fans on Facebook.
Right.
But they're not seeing anything. Our reach is so bad. And now with this Explore tab that's going to be happening, I'm just like, what's the point? I'm going to connect it to our they're separate from our Instagram. It knows it's me, but I don't like, if I post on Instagram, it doesn't post on Facebook.
Right.
But I think I'm going to connect them now. And if, if you want to look at our Facebook, you can see the Instagram photo, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Cross posting or whatever.
Right.
But it's just getting
don't want to use it.
It's to me, it's like, there's no point.
We can be transparent to people, like, just to get what, like, the viewership that we used to have, we have to pay what, like,
not even that. We get
on paid posts when we.
No, that's what I'm saying. So when Kevin and I make an announcement, like, oh, we're gonna be in LA, let's do some we make a photo shoot announcement.
Right.
We always pay for it because it can
It's
only
news.
get to a certain
Right.
people. We have what, 5,000 ish.
Yeah,
I don't.
that's
I
about
don't
right.
even pay attention anymore. Likes on Facebook, and when we pay for a post, we get 1/5 to 2/5.
2/5. Okay. 1/5 to 2/5. Let's say 2/10 to 4/10. It's a big gap. What the percentage are you talking about? Like, we get about 100.
We get 10
So that's 20%
to 25% of our viewers. It depends. The post, they're not the same every time.
Right.
So like, I can make, and we're targeting areas, and that gets part of it too. But we never reach 5,000 eyeballs.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Sorry. Yes, you're correct. And we're paying for that.
We're paying for that. We're not, and I know all our 5,000 fans aren't active. Some of them are probably dead accounts,
Right.
fake accounts.
Sure.
But I'm not even reaching that. And I have people that I know like our pages. They like our
Right.
Instagram. They like our Facebook. And I'll get
just
messages
never-
like, "Hey, when are you gonna come to blah blah blah?" And I'll go, "We were just there
Right.
3 weeks ago." I made 10 posts. I paid for like 10 posts on Facebook, and it doesn't even reach the people I want to reach. So I'm over it.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I'm over it too. It hurts our pocketbooks. You hear this Facebook?
I mean, honestly, I'll still probably, I won't pay as much as we were, but I probably will still do a paid post when we are traveling there, because it does get to some people.
Sure.
Just not everybody.
Right. Which isn't fair.
They just are not going to get it as much.
I know. There's no perfect way to solve this. I get Facebook spends bajillions of dollars per year, and they need to make those monies back. So
Yeah.
this is the only way they can do it.
That's
is
the
to
problem.
Make,
they have employees. They need to pay the employees.
right.
How are you going to make money?
But yeah, attack like making content creators the ones that have to pay kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I get it, like for Coca-Cola, like in my feed, if I followed Coca-Cola, I don't want we're not sponsored by them. I should just say, how about this? We'll generalize it to a soda company. If
Nobody would think that we were sponsored by Coca-Cola. That would be the most ridiculous.
But that's how they get their marketing done. Like
Anyways,
subtle. Anyway,
it doesn't matter.
yes.
Nobody wants to see every paid for
Right. I
Coke.
don't
Is that
care
what you're
for
saying?
that. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Like I feel like it should scale the. You know what? That would make perfect sense. I don't know why they didn't do this. Like it should scale. Like the price per view should scale to how many followers you have on your page, right? Because then, like us, 5,000. I don't mind paying a few dollars to share a post as a business because that's something we can justify. But like we don't have the reach of large companies like Coke, where they can like a single Facebook post, they can spend $100,000, $200,000, $300,000. It's fine. That's what they say. It's just whatever. That's what doing business is.
Yeah.
Like we can't do that justification to get that on. It's like, Facebook, if you're listening.
Yes, they are.
Well, no,
They're listening to our baby
makes
podcast,
sense, right? Like, because it's the number of viewers.
I mean,
it might already do that.
We're all in agreement here, all of us, even probably people listening. It's poopy. Anyways,
yeah, it might be to like reduce spam too, like fake pages and stuff like that.
Are there fake pages? I mean, I guess there's like fake celebrity pages,
right?
But...
And then it'll trick people into following those pages, and then at some point they'll sell off the login account for that, and then that
like
page
Reddit accounts.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Let me for people listening, wherever you're listening to this from, let me know what you think about this Facebook stuff. A lot of people have been talking about it in this past week. I've noticed on Facebook. And so I'm interested to hear what you guys think about it, if you're going to change the way you post, or let us know. We want to hear. This is more makeup related, but cosplay and makeup I feel are
hand in hand
sure. Because, and we've talked about this before in the podcast, like it's so much easier to get colored lipstick now than it was like 5 years ago.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Like the
colors,
anything. That they've been coming out with. I mean, I was just saying we specifically talked about lipstick. Like,
right.
There's green, any freaking color you can think of. And before, not saying there was nothing 5 years ago, but it was a lot less and it was a lot harder to find, So Kat Von D is coming out with a eyeshadow. What would you call it? It's kind of like dip brow.
Okay.
It's like a gel.
Oh, I see.
Okay. I can't. It's not gel. Anyways, gel form. Eyebrow colors. So if any of you guys know what Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow is, it's like a tinted gel thing. Put it on an angled brush and you can do your eyebrows with it. And it's been really popular. I use it. And they have the regular colors. So brown, black, blonde, taupe, red-ish.
And everything in between, the neutral color tones.
Yeah, and natural hair colors. Kat Von D is coming out with a line, and it has neutral colors, so it has taupe and, blondes and browns and blacks. And she also has colors with it. So she has a pure white one. Like there's like a creamy, like gray.
That would look really good on someone with dark skin, like really dark skin.
It would also be really good.
It affects the hair color too, right? So like if I had black eyebrows,
we could put it on you,
and then
it would make it white.
White eyebrows. Oh, that'd be sick.
So, it also is really good. Like if you need to like white out for cosplay, like white it out a little bit, and then put makeup on top of it, and then draw like completely new eyebrows. You could do that.
Like anime
yeah, exactly. They have my hair color.
Yeah,
so they got pink. Exactly pink. They got a red, not like a natural red. Like they have yellow, purple, blue, teal. And I'm not saying she's the very first, but probably I'm sure someone else has an eyebrow gel like this. But this is pretty big for a mainstream brand that's easily accessible at Sephora or online.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I was thinking about getting the pink one and see what it looked like with my hair. But Would you think it'd be too much?
I think it'd be too much.
Kevin hesitated when I said that.
Well, I think the blue would look nice or something, like another cool tone to like balance to go with it.
But this matches my hair. It's like eyebrows. Like it matches.
I understand that they match your hair, but like that'd be too much pink, right?
Well, that's what I'm gonna say. We gotta get it and try it.
All right.
Or I can get the white one and see what it looks like to put makeup over it.
Well,
but
whatever.
I know people, covering eyebrows is obviously doable with the products we have now. It's not like this is like changing the world, but I'm interested in that aspect of it, like doing a cover up and seeing what it would look like and if it would help.
Yeah. I think that's fine. That'd be interesting. Yeah. Fun experiment.
Yeah. So
right.
I don't know when those are coming out. She didn't have a release date for it. It was a sneak peek. And
but soon.
She said, I'm not allowed to post this, whatever.
Whatever. I got something if you want to.
Yeah, go.
About it. But let's do our mid-roll before. Do you want to do it?
We got t-shirts. They're at elitecosplay.com/shop.
Got Photoshop actions. They're at elitecosplay.com/shop. Yep. That's us.
That's me.
That's it.
You should get them. Because I'm wearing it right now, actually.
Yeah, you wear those shirts a lot.
I do. They're actually really
comfortable.
They're comfortable.
They're nice shirts. Yes.
I don't discriminate against my own clothes. I'm like, yeah. We just got back from dinner with a couple of cosplay folks. Yeah. And I was wearing this just this morning, and then I was gonna change, and I was like, is it Gooby that I'm wearing cosplay shirts to hang out with other cosplay people? Because usually I don't care, but this one gave me pause. But I just wore it. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, if you'd like to help us support us directly, elitecosplay.com/shop. Yes. Anything that you buy there goes directly to us.
Yep.
Anyway, what I was talking about, since it's Halloween right now.
Spoopy.
Yeah. Today specifically. I don't know, this will date the podcast, but today specifically we're recording October 29th.
Correct.
So that means Halloween
is in 2
days, which unfortunately this year we're not going to be here for.
I know.
But I was wondering for you, in terms, is there a line between cosplay and just dressing up for Halloween?
That is a point of conversation on Reddit. I see a lot.
Yeah.
They say, especially this time of year, like you're saying, a lot of people post on Reddit their costumes that they wore at parties or what they made. And sometimes people call it cosplay, and sometimes people will just say costume. I think I don't care if you're like, I don't, in the end, if you're going to ask me, I don't give a poop.
Right. Okay.
Like, if you want to call it a Halloween cosplay, you call it a Halloween cosplay. If you want to call it a costume, you call it a costume. I don't care. But I think in my mind that what's ingrained is cosplay is something you wear outside of Halloween.
Right.
I don't know why. I think that. But it's something you wear on the one, that's not on the one day you dress up. You know what I mean?
See.
People dress up on Halloween. That doesn't mean they're a cosplayer, right? To me, like, it doesn't mean they're actively a cosplayer.
Okay.
Just because they put on a lab coat,
right?
And do something and make like a cute like Rick and Morty thing that they put together in 2 seconds for this one night, and they're not gonna do it again.
So
I don't know. And again, I don't care.
I know.
I don't care. But in my head, it's just ingrained that cosplay is not Halloween.
The serious side of it.
I wouldn't call it serious. It doesn't need to be serious. Okay. It's just, it's not Halloween.
Right. But okay, so
that's all. That's I don't know why though.
I know. Fair enough.
I don't have a reason for it.
Fair enough.
But when people call it a cosplay, I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
who cares?
I feel the same way. I mean,
people fight about it.
I
on
know
Reddit. They fight about it.
I know it's tough for me to say, like, you shouldn't have such a strong stance on the word or the idea of cosplay, right? Like, it is a generalized
because
term.
the definition is just like
Costume
literally
play.
the act of dressing up.
Yeah,
basically,
you
know. And if you are going to a Halloween party and you're putting on a costume, you are dressing up.
Yep.
So yeah, you can call it a cosplay, I guess. Maybe it's because it's not technically an English word, and like I associate it with cons because they're like
not
anime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to reason it, and it's just gonna sound dumb.
I was just curious if you had a definition, or care.
No, I don't care.
Yeah. I think we both are too laid back.
Yeah, we are. I mean, I get uppity about some things,
Sure.
but that one, it doesn't. I mean, I want, again, what do you guys think? Do you care?
Yeah.
I assume most people
say.
don't care, but
Yeah.
like, I assume this is why you brought up, because you've been seeing it on Reddit all
Yes,
week.
that's part of it.
It's so funny seeing those comments, because they're like, how is this a cosplay?
Right.
And people will be like, they're dressing, it just goes back and forth.
To be fair, the ones that I've seen specifically related to cosplay have been fairly impressive. So there was a Siri one. There were a few like really well done.
There was
ones.
a Susie from Rugrats one.
That
was
right.
Really
that one was really good. That was impressive. I was like the dress, the thigh
hair,
or not thigh high.
They're like leggings.
Yeah, leggings. Perfect. Yeah, it was really impressive. So this brings me back to the next question / point I was going to ask. So, Halloween tends to bring out the running jokes of the year. People dress up as things. So, what do you think is going to be the most popular thing people are dressed up as this year?
Oh.
And if so, did it already happen and our Facebook feeds were just too old now and none of our friends are going out and dressing up too intensely? Because it is.
I mean, I kind of said earlier, I've seen some Rick and Morty stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
but
a good question.
But only 200 IQ people can wear that. I'm just kidding.
That's a good question.
Wonder Woman for sure, because that came out.
Yes,
right.
I've seen. Yes, no, you're right. I've seen a lot of Wonder Woman. I've seen a lot of Wonder Woman. Yep.
And Rick and Morty. Those are if you'd have to tell me, because both are relatively simple. You can, for the most part, both outfits you can buy at a store.
Mm-hmm.
But Trump, maybe, I'm guessing.
I was gonna say Trump, but then I was like, maybe that was last year.
Right. Or,
I don't know.
Would you get punched at a party? Probably. Or I don't know.
No.
Come on. Well, okay, maybe not a punch, but
people can take
accosted
a joke.
maybe a little bit.
No, we could take a joke. Hopefully.
But yeah, I don't know. I was just pitching it out there.
Yeah, I haven't dressed. We haven't dressed up for Halloween in years. So.
We saw maybe one sexy bunny. I don't know. That's the other weird part about this holiday.
Yes, one of the people we know did do a like Mean Girls style, like it's an animal, but it really just was like a corset in underwear. But I couldn't tell if she was doing it ironically or not, so I just was like, But who cares, right?
Who cares?
They like
You're all having fun, and
Yep.
you're hanging out with the people you care about. So it's like Christmas and Thanksgiving, but more drunk. Actually, no. Who knows? I don't know.
More candy.
More candy. There you go. You can say that for sure. I don't know how you people party on your holidays and with your families, but all right. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I mean, I don't know. People get tipsy on Thanksgiving, right?
That's why I said, like, I don't know your family, so.
Anime Expo is going to be mailing badges this year.
How far in advance?
A month before.
Okay, because mail sometimes does weird
we
things.
kind of, or 2 months, I think. I don't know. I have it here. Just hang on. We kind of were reading a rumor about that after Anime Expo ended. I think we filmed a podcast and I had said something and you were like, that's not going to happen. Because it wasn't for sure. It was like literally some kid on Twitter said it and I took it. So they sent out an email and or a Facebook post, I can't remember. And they are going to be emailing 4-day, 1-day, pre-show, premiere fan, and artist alley badges.
How are they going to manage? Yeah,
they'll be sending it out slowly throughout the year. The last day they'll send it out is June 11th.
Good. So that gives just like 2.5
it's like
weeks.
3 weeks.
3
Yeah.
weeks,
Yeah. Only sending them in the U.S. and Canada.
Okay.
So if you badge mailing will start early May, so it's gonna go from May through June 11th.
So 1 month of mailing. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. It's just to help. Their line situation.
But here's the question. So part of that whole line situation
was security.
That and your swag. bag.
They will have a separate area for swag, but it's going to be running all the day. So you can probably just like show up to the con, grab a swag bag, and walk away.
Sure.
I don't think it's
Okay.
But what if you get like 10 swag bags? Not that they don't put anything in it, so it's not really
meaningful.
swag. You're just getting 10 bags.
So it'd probably be like TI where they scan.
They scan it.
Like,
yeah,
you already picked one up.
Yeah, you can't
But
do it again.
But this is a malicious thing.
I thought that
Take
was
a picture of people's badges. You can go pick up their swag.
No.
It's gonna happen, and they're gonna change policy. Mark my words.
No, because
they don't.
Because they don't put anything in the swag bag. If they did, like that's why TI does it, because they actually put stuff in the swag bag.
Things, yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, I mean, I feel like the badge line. We went on day 0, right? It wasn't even bad. Oh, but they had the -1 day to kind of offset day 0 stuff, but. The lines that we were running into that we kind of talked about were security lines.
Right.
It had nothing to do with the ticket. So I don't know. I'm happy they're doing it. I'm interested.
Yeah,
we'll
see.
You piqued my interest, AX.
Well, I mean, if you don't change anything, then it starts to get stagnant, right? Just mix it up every year. People fainting in line, put up tents next year. People still fainting in line, give them water next year. Just continue.
What's your excuse next year?
Yeah,
no, I'm
right?
just kidding.
You got it in the mail. You shouldn't be passing out and standing in line. But yeah,
AX also changed. So remember when we went to the Overwatch meetup and it was at this very specific area.
Right.
So those are all, Anime Expo designates those areas,
right.
and then you get to pick where you want to have it. They're moving them around a little bit this year. Because they are interrupting like lines and stuff in certain areas.
Right.
So they didn't really have it fully done. But next year also, just to add on to this AX pile, the meetups are going to be in different areas than they were last year. So to try to help the flow, I guess. So yeah, that's what I got.
All right. That's all I got too.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening to our podcast. We will be back next week in Europe. With a European podcast. I hope we sound different and fancier.
You're such an American. Anyways, thanks for tuning in.
Yep, we'll see you guys next week.
All right,
bye.